Yeah, you're listening to the world's famous Supreme. Go down.
What's up, y'all? The Almighty Supreme Mr. Wiggles in the house. New episode of Black Book Journals. How did I get in the EBs? It's going to be a few parts for this, so bear with me. Before I go on, make sure y'all cop that Mr. Wiggle King Tut t-shirt on wigz.biz, alright? It's one of the freshest shirts I ever made. Peep it out, wigz.biz, Mr. Wiggles King Tut shirt. I'm going to get into this piece right here. Alright, y'all, so the story goes like this. It was 1981. I'm in my mom's house, and I get a phone call from some cats that were hitting downtown, meaning they were making money on the street. They tell me that some kid from California jumped into the circle and got out. And afterwards, he said he wanted to learn how to break. Back then, I was pretty much the go-to guy for a lot of things because I could do it all. I could break, I could MC, DJ, boogie, and write. I told them send them over. They contacted Fable and told Fable to bring them to the Bronx. I'm waiting in my hallway. In comes Fable with this cat. He immediately said, "Hey, who's up? I'm Sugar Pop. And I want to learn how to break." And I'm like, bet, let's go. So, immediately we're in my hallway. My hallway is a very famous spot. It's all the dancers from my neighborhood come and practice there. We have battles. It was almost like a mini jam. My hallway was kind of like a little jam spot, We have boom boxes and bring food and drink, and we hang out in my hallway and practice all night. I started showing Sugar Pop basic footwork that I did. Of course, I showed them knee rock style and, top rock and rocking, and sure I showed him a freeze. Afterwards, I said, so can you show me what you do? And he said, sure. He got up. I'll never forget this moment. And, I'm anticipating what this California style looks like. That's what we called everything they did in LA, was California style. We didn't really know the terminology. He got up, and he just went bam, 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 bam. And he just started popping hard, but in New York, we didn't know how to pop. We were faking it. We were doing just this. You see the shoulder go up and down, but his arms would be down, and it didn't matter what position he was doing. He was popping hard, and it looked like an earthquake. It looked like the room was shaking. And I remember looking around like, did I just see that? It looked like an illusion. I'm like, bro. What came out my mouth was, can you teach me? But in the back of my head, I was really saying, man, fuck breaking and boogie, teach me that. Immediately, he started showing me how to pop my knees. And at that moment, Sugar Pop became my teacher in popping. The minute somebody teaches you how to pop, that's your teacher. That's your teacher. They gave you the main motherfucking tool. And you never forget that person. started showing me how to pop, and then he showed me a couple of moves. He showed me the shoot down and to grab your leg and hit the floor, and I would always bug him for that move because I'm a b-boy and I wanted to kind of relate to the ground aspect of popping. He showed me tutting. He showed me a lot, you know. The following month he calls me. He says, "Wiggs, I got some people coming down to New York. I want you to take care of them and teach them hip hop, and they'll show you what they do." And I'm like, cool. And me and Fable are heading downtown to meet up with these cats. They're on tour with Lionel Richie. We get there, we knock on their hotel room door, and out comes Shabba-Doo, Boogaloo Shrimp and Poppin' Taco. And you know, we knew who Shabba-Doo was, but we didn't know these other cats, but we heard about them. So I taught them footwork and how to rock. I showed them the shuffle rock, up rock. So you gotta remember, this is before Beat Street and Breaking. We weren't even thinking about these movies yet. So that tells you what year, the timeline, and the innocence of what we were doing, you know. And they invited us to watch their show with Lionel Richie. Then afterwards, we did a performance for Lionel Richie at a party in a club. I forgot the name of the club. It was me, Pex, Lep, I think, and Fable. We got down, and that day, you know, I'm training with everybody. I'm learning animatronics. His Shrimp was telling me about this new thing that he's working on, and it has nothing to do with cartoon animation, but more to do with the Disney characters. I sat with Shabba-Doo, and my whole timing is Shabba-Doo's timing in lock. Teacher Shabba-Doo, you know, he's a legend, you know, so I'm imitating a lot of what he's doing, even when I'm locking today. But when I sat with Poppin' Taco, you know, that's where I learned one of my favorite techniques. He showed me how to pop my chest, and you know, back then we were doing this thing called a heartbeat where we jerked the chest, and he was like, no, relax your shoulders, isolate from the diaphragm. And just bring your chest up, keep your shoulders down, and pop your neck and chest together. And he said, when you learn that, you can do it in any position. Hands up, hands down, hands crossed, hands out. That neck and chest pop will always be there for you when you can't pop your knee. And my mind was blown because he used it with his leg pop, and I'll break down techniques of that in a future video, how to lock in your leg pop with your chest. He showed me that. I became a Poppin' Taco lookalike. He also showed me how to hit a King Tut pose and then Cobra out of the King Tut pose. So every time I did the Cobra, I was always different because I'm doing the Cobra he showed me when I was a little kid. He said, hit a Kentuck post and then Cobra out of the Kentuck. We built that bridge, you know, between East and West that we always felt helped push hip-hop to the forefront, which is why I always say popping and locking technically are not hip-hop, but are brothers and sisters of hip-hop culture, and they have the right to call themselves hip-hop because of these meetings, and because after we learned together, we made these two incredible movies, Beat Street and Breaking, which were commercial, but they managed to share the culture all over the world. They were a major part of that. So poppers and lockers have every right to call themselves hip-hop if they choose. There's more parts of this story I'm going to share in the future, how I met Ski, Pete, Sam, and eventually how I became an Electric Boogaloo. Alright, y'all, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Cop them DVDs and those Mr. Wiggles beats on wigz.biz. Get the fresh gear, wigsandcode.com. If you want to learn how to write like me, trainwriters.com. Got all the links up in there. Peace, and see y'all in the next episode.